Strategic planning is about empowering leaders to answer three basic questions. Who are we? Our core values. What are we called to do? Our mission. And how are we going to do it? Our strategy. The best tool we know of is called Church Unique, and has helped countless churches find their unique contribution to God's kingdom and revitalize the excitement and energy for missional living. Who are we? What are our core values? You won't do ministry that matters until you define what matters, writes Aubrey Malphurs. Values, or missional motives, represent the shared convictions that guide ministry decisions and actions. While most mainline churches value basic spiritual concepts such as the Holy Trinity, the Bible, salvation through Jesus Christ, they differ in the deeply held ideals that describe the unique collection of people in a particular community. When these motives are identified and harnessed for purpose, the church can do more of what they do best and guard against doing things that cause the drain of energy and resources. Specialized transition ministers will use leadership surveys, best of stories, discussions, and previous vision equity to help surface the core values and begin building unity by promoting them anytime they can. What are we called to do? Or what is our mission? Laurie Jones wrote, "During World War II, if an unidentified soldier appears suddenly in the dark and could not state his mission, he was automatically shot without question. To say that knowing one's mission is a matter of life and death is no overstatement in the Christian church today. Do the people know what the purpose of the church is? Does a church have a clear, concise, and compelling statement that defines what it is supposed to do? Is it any wonder why many strong polarizations exist in congregations as it does in culture, and that churches are heavily over-programmed, struggling to find enough volunteers to lead them well? Without a clear mandate, we base decisions on emotional attachments while allowing good ideas to compete for resources with the essential ones. A specialized transition minister will walk leadership through a process of evaluating any current documents and synthesizing a fresh catalytic statement that touches members on an emotional level, acting upon it like a cohesive force behind a clear sense of the heartbeat of the church. How are we going to do it? Or what is our missional strategy? A church's strategy is a simple process for reaching and maturing people who are accomplishing the mission and living out the core values. For most churches, it involves 3 to 4 clearly defined steps towards spiritual maturity. People outside the church will become connected to your church through various pathways. Some will check out the church at the weekly worship service. Others may learn about the church through a program or an event. And yet others may be introduced to the church through friendships with people who attend the church. They might take interest in knowing more. A strategy serves like a map directing these individuals toward deeper connection and growth. The elements of the strategy move people toward fulfilling the mission and living out the core values in partnership with the others who make up the congregation. Instead of staring bewildered at a huge menu of options and inviting him or her to pick one, a strategy facilitates ministry alignment and simplifies the choice. Once again, the specialized transition ministers work to make sure a church has a clearly defined strategy for moving members forward toward fruitful ministry. He or she will furthermore equip the pastoral search team with these revised statements to add to the church profile, which will help attract like-minded candidates to apply. Clarity around these three matters is essential for identifying a good fit for the next lead pastor and for preparing the congregation to embrace the work they are being called to do in the next season of church life. Thank you for tuning in to this installment of Whiteboard Monthly on church transitions. It is never too early to begin to prepare for the inevitable. Let's begin the conversation by giving me a shout. My contact information is below or can be found on our website. Just go to www.luminexgroup.org. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next month on Whiteboard Monthly.